Okay. I've been making a lot of videos, deleting a lot of videos, because I really don't know how to say it in the right way. I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. Because when you get, when you make a device, when you build one of these, or if I build one for you, and you start using it, what happens is you get into what the gateway process, what the Monroe Institute found out, the CIA found it out, a lot of people found it out. It's called linear thought mode. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it linear thought mode. It's laser focus. And you look at the EEG reading. I'll put a card up. You can check the EEG reading. When you turn it on, everything. And it's like the principle that I used in thought was that the brain is like a plasma field. Okay? And we receive data through electromagnetic waves. And this data has not just a sinusoidal wave, but it has polarity, a spin polarity, and has phase angle. And to get that properly, you can't just use you can't use binary systems. You have to use a multifaceted. And so the thing that is more like a memristor or a gate all around transistor. Like a memristor or a gate all around transistor. And it's important to distinguish the two, because it's not just yes or no, it's more a quantum probability. And that's how the Orch-Orr theory goes into this. And not just the Orch-Orr theory, and this is a lot of stuff I'm dropping all at once. And this is a lot of stuff you got to catch up on if you want to understand this stuff. The Orch-Orr theory of consciousness, and Roger Penrose really put a good foundation. It's like I found that using a foundational group of dimension groups of 3, 6, 9, repeating in a toroid, base 9 mathematics, vortex mathematics. If you use vortex base 9 mathematics and you spin the data in a toroidal fashion, you can get an infinite loop. You can get an infinite loop of data, and you can pair it with multiple groups, and that's called a Hopf vibration. It all spins together. And this is done with, I found that 1 through 12, dimension groups of 3, 3, 6, 9, and then all those dimensional groups into one bigger one of 12. I found that geometric framework works great. It works great for mapping out these data functions. And I'll put visualizations in now. And so when you take all these visualizations, and you take all these data functions, and you map it out in that space, you get a polarity. You get a positive and a negative spin that comes out in like a double toroid fashion from all the data. And you can measure that in hyperbolic space. You need to go in hyperbolic space to measure that. And so I'm going to put all the visualizations on this and make it all so you can track. And then we can all be on the same visualization field. And that is what I'm going to do today. It's a double nested toroid fields in hyperbolic space.